Hi Unite, it's Mr. B here, reporting live from my front doorstep. Isn't that very exciting? Well, I've got the very first video for you guys. I'll waste no time. We'll get straight into it. What we're going to talk about today is sense of self and social contexts. Now, I know how excited you are about that. The first thing we need to do is look at what is sense of self. And sense of self is how you feel about yourself, and that means both the positives and the negatives. Okay, so it's basically how do you see yourself? What makes you who you are? And if you want to know more about sense of self, there's actually a Year 7 YouTube clip that I've made, which is all about sense of self. So I won't go into it too much, but basically, it's how you feel about yourself. The next thing, social context. Now, they are situations that require you to interact with other people. So basically, any time that you are around other people and you need to talk to them and you need to I don't know, get along with them, that's a social context. So let's look at social context that would be common to you guys as teenagers. You've got school, obviously, you interact with each other and us as teachers, and there's the office staff and people like that. So that's a really common social context for teenagers. We also have sport. A lot of you would be involved in sporting teams. You have gaming. I know that a lot of you talk to each other while you're playing games, and you would talk to other people who you may never have met as well. You have your interest groups and hobbies. I don't know, maybe some of you are involved in a band, or you go to church or something like that. That's all part of that's another very common social context for teenagers. You have work. Some of you may work, some of you may not. So if you don't work now, it's certainly something that is coming in future years. You've got your family, of course, you'll always be talking to family members, and you also have social media, a huge one for teenagers these days, talking to people on Facebook, using Twitter, Instagram, all that sort of stuff. Now, what does this mean for us? There's some few things I want you to think about. Number one, if you have a positive sense of self, so if your self-esteem is good, if you like yourself, you view yourself in a positive way, how would you act in different social contexts? So think about that. If you feel good about yourself, how would you act differently when you're at school, when you're at home, when you're playing sport? Okay, how would that be different to somebody who has a negative sense of self? So you could probably, so either you already think positively about yourself, or you would know somebody who does, and you would know how they act differently, those positive people as opposed to negative people. So you can present your ideas to me in any way you want to. Okay, that's a really important part of what we do in PDHPE this year. The second thing to think about is explain how the following things affect the way that you feel about yourself. So how does school make you feel about yourself? Are you good at school, not good at school? Is it just good to have fun and talk to your friends? Okay, so how does it make you feel about yourself? Sport, again, does sport make you feel a certain way about yourself? Does it make you feel good or bad, or you don't really care? Your hobbies, how do they make you feel about yourself? Do you maybe feel that you're a little bit geeky because you have geeky hobbies? Are your hobbies really cool? I don't know. That's up to you. And also work. If you do work somewhere, how does that make you feel about yourself? Or perhaps the fact that you don't work. Maybe you'd like to be working so you could earn your own money. So think about that as well. They're the things I want you to think about. So just have a think about those. Get onto Moodle, complete the tasks. If you've got any questions about this video, come and ask me. Okay? I'll catch you next time.